Today marked the release of Season of the Drifter. We're going to talk about Gambit Prime and, of course, The Reckoning.
Cabal on the field.
Hey everyone, it's SirLoganMoore, and we are going to talk about Season of the Drifter. That's right. I have jumped into both Gambit Prime and The Reckoning, and I am in love with both. I truly enjoy Gambit Prime. It is a much faster pace, much sweatier, intense experience than Gambit. They were right when they said if Gambit was practice for a heist, Gambit Prime is the heist. It is super fast, the enemies are harder, everything is quicker, you feel like you're constantly in a rush, and I love that feeling. I have started going along with the Reaper, just the ad clearing machine build, and I will later on, as time goes on and as I get a good grasp on all four kind of roles that they've established, I'll make videos on loadouts for each one. But for right now, I'm kind of going with the whole clear ads, get things dead so that my team can pick up the moats, invade, or do the other stuff. And I'm having a lot of fun. Momentum swings so quick between the two teams, because now, unlike with Gambit, when you send over a blocker, they start taking moats out of the bank. And that is a big game changer. Big time. Another thing is that these enemies, these yellow bars, are a lot more prevalent in waves. You get named yellow bar enemies just in the middle of a normal wave, to where in Gambit, you might have to wait till second round before you got anything like that. This is a one round, all over, fast-paced experience. In the gameplay that you have now, lead went back and forth a handful of times before the Primeval even showed up for a side. It's an amazing experience. You start wanting to use heavy to get a clear advantage on how, clearing your waves, getting moats banked in order to make sure that you're draining their moats and causing them as much havoc as you possibly can. I do like the change to the blockers in Gambit, with the Goblin being the small, with the Knight and the Captain. I like the changes. I think they're good. I think that they were well needed. Gambit Prime, I will probably be spending more time in Prime than I will be in regular Gambit. And I almost think that I will use regular Gambit as a warm-up in order to play Gambit Prime. The new armor sets are amazing. They give you really nice perks. The heavier you are, right now we only have a level 1 on the Reckoning, which we'll get into later. But as you're playing, synths can just drop randomly. Plus bounties can grant you more synths, and you're gonna need those in order to go and get your armor set. Right now, with just level 1, all the armor is dropping below power. However, I've been getting some really nice rolls on a lot of this armor, and I'm really liking the way it looks. It is absolutely awesome. Like I said, right now I'm working on my Reaper set, and then I will probably go to my Collector set. I want to make sure that I get a full set of all four, make loadouts, and share that with you. When you get to the Primeval fight, that is when things can get super intense. new raid style mechanics is what they call it. But right now, you know, when you played Gambit before, you should have been killing the envoys to damage the primeval faster. Well, in this one, you have to kill the envoys in order to even damage the primeval. So if you're somebody who just ignored the envoys and tried to burn the primeval, you definitely are missing out on very important steps. Killing the envoys in regular Gambit definitely was trying to teach you some good habits for when Gambit Prime dropped. But you kill your envoys, and then you get supercharged with light in order to do more damage to that primeval. First things first, I'll tell you, if you're going in there with a team, have that team save up supers so you can get as much burn in as you can. It's great if you can carry like maybe a tether hunter as one of your people, or a solar warlock running your well, just to give you that little boost in damage along with the light. And keep an eye out for those invaders. They will come in out of nowhere and blindside you. Invaders get a bunch of advantages, so let's make sure that when the drifter calls out the invader is in, that you're on the lookout and you can get them before they get you. It is super important, because there is nothing worse than being in the lead for a good couple rounds, them having one good invasion, and all of a sudden you are way behind. What's happened on a few of the games. Communication in this game mode is more important than any Gambit. Make sure if you're going in with a fire team, you guys have great communication. If you're going in as a solo player, my best advice to you: stick with somebody. Kind of stick with either the Reaper role or the Collector role, and let maybe if somebody else, if you're in a group with members of a fire team, let those guys worry about invasions and calling out where the invaders are. But yeah, that's what I have on Gambit Prime right now. So let's start talking about the Reckoning. So the Reckoning is another horde mode. Best way for me to really describe what the Reckoning is. And this is where you get your armor sets for Gambit Prime. You will be given your armor set. You'll deposit it when you get in, and it's your wager. And you go in, and first things first, it has a rotating burn mechanic. It'll cycle through Arc, Solar, and Void, and those are what do the most damage at the time. The other stuff still does damage, but you will see a major increase in damage output from whatever energy is surrounding you, be it Void, Solar, or Arc. It looks like they're also going to be having other regular modifiers on this as we go along. We have, this week it was Void Singe, so it even more increase on the Void damage from you, but also from those hobgoblins sitting up top. And then Heavyweight, allowing your heavy weapon to do a lot more damage. So what it is you go in with a time limit. You need to get to 100% within the time limit to spawn the boss. Now it's not that hard in 1 to do that. It's not. I've yet to fail when I've had a full team down there. You need to dive in. I really like using pulse rifle, blast furnace, something along those lines for to kind of keep them at a distance and to eliminate the waves as much as I can. But of course, I also have the really good old EP shotgun just in case anything gets a little too close and I need to mow through it. And I typically rock a machine gun, even with the recent nerf in this patch. They're still doing good enough that they definitely do good. The Thunderlord is really impressive whenever the arc polarization is going. Does a lot of really good damage. But yeah, just run in there. You're going to be in a group of 4. Make sure you drop that the synth in for your armor, and go to work. So far, round 1 is not that bad. I have a feeling 2 and 3 are going to be major, and I want to reiterate this point. I think they're going to be major jumps in difficulty, kind of like the Forges were. And let's be ready for that struggle going into 2 and 3, because they're coming. So, but with that is all I have for right now. Just kind of like my initial first day impressions and thoughts. It is so much fun. It is a load of fun. If you haven't jumped in yet, get in there. Experience this new content. It is really good. I am really enjoying it. Hopefully, as the weeks in this season goes on, we continue to have this really good, high-quality content come out over and over and over again, because I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you are too. Like I said, we will be doing some build videos, and I will definitely release videos as it pertains to the new levels on the Reckoning to kind of show the scaling in difficulty. But until next time, thank you for joining me. Make sure you hit that subscribe, hit that like, and I will see you in the next video.